So this piece here is called The African Dead. I do not want to go to this funeral. I bought the candles for the memorial and I make sure they stay lit. I made the poster, R.I.P. Lamar Brown. See you soon, bruh. I put the pictures on there and stapled my own money to it. I got the whole hood together and I bought the Hennessy, the Remy, and the Patron. I collected all the bottles. I placed them at the memorial. I even scrubbed his blood off the sidewalk, but I ain't trying to go to that funeral. It's the same thing all the time. Bitches the dude didn't even like, howling and screaming. All the homies there hella mad and embarrassed because everybody could see him crying. And then there's the preacher. He'll stand behind his pulpit with his robe on over his designer suit, leaning over the microphone, looking down on all of us. He'll say something about how the youth of today have lost their way. We need to come to church on Sunday, pay our tithes, and put more money in his pocket. He'll say, this is not a sad day. This is a celebration of life. This is a homecoming. Remember that nothing in this world is done without reason. God has a plan. He called this boy home to be with his father. Please try to understand that his soul was saved. I baptized him myself. This is a celebration. And at this point, the boy's mother will break down and begin sobbing and yell at the top of her lungs, why? Why, God, why? Why'd you have to take my baby? And we'll have to hold her up to keep her from falling on the floor. I look up and stare into the preacher who has sweat all over his face. And he ain't sweating because he's hot, but he's sweating because he will not stop shouting and because he's so fat. I look at him standing above us, still preaching like he don't hear this woman's voice. And he'll just keep talking about a celebration like that's all he know how to do. I look at him and I think, celebration? What the fuck is it to celebrate? A teenager in a casket and you talking about a celebration? Then the preacher will announce that he will sit down for just long enough for people to give their echoes of remembrance. And the lady of the church will set up a microphone down low where we are because we can't use the preacher's microphone. And we can't stand anywhere near his pulpit. No one can unless they are coming up to put a glass of water on his podium. So this man is finally about to let us talk, but before he does, he will say, out of respect for the family of the dead, please only share positive memories that are uplifting. We all know that times are hard enough for them as it is. That's what the man that doesn't even know the dead will say. That's what the man that doesn't even know the family of the dead will say. All he knows is that this is his church and that we are all in it. He'll sit down and wipe his forehead and his fat cheeks with a handkerchief. I'll think about saying something, but I won't. I never do. I just tell myself that I hate this shit. I hate everything about it. I don't want to go to this funeral, but I know I have to.